Hello, hello, hello. I'm wondering if I have this going through correctly. Hello, Frank. Thanks for stopping in this evening. I think based on what I'm seeing here, everything's coming through. Give me a... Looks like mic is coming through good. I think music's coming in good. Maybe the music's a little light. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know how you like it. Checking the levels here real quick. Jeremy in the house. Rip is here. Thanks for stopping in, Rip. We're going to hop in here. We're going to get just a little bit of Hero Realms in and probably focus on Star Realms this evening a little bit more. Let's go and hop in here. I hope you guys were able to catch the Dodgeball recap by Silent L and Ryan Bathurst. Another great show. I was robbed. Robbed of my 3-peat? No. It was good. Tuna and I had a little bit of discussion over who was going to get that one, and it was such a weird match for us because my whole team was like dead. Like when I was like working for a while, I came back and it was like 2-1-7. A little louder than music. Okay, that's what I kind of saw there. Okay, so and then I went a little John Wick, and I like hit 4 people and I caught another person, and then I got taken out. And then we had a little back and forth, and then we got Tuna up and running. And luckily, he went down early, so he was pretty early in the revive list. And then he just went ham and finished it off for us, so that was awesome. That was a really good match. And this week, we're off to a good start, so it's exciting to see where we're going to go here. So let me go ahead and hop into Hero Realms here now. I have this challenge from Androser, but I have a feeling this is from HRPC. So I want to double check that before I accept this. I don't know if I'm going to take that time. We'll see. Okay, hang on. I was so busy at work today. I wasn't even able to check this today. You know what? We'll just have to check that tomorrow. We'll just move on there. So we'll go ahead and if anyone wants to send over a Hero Realms challenge, we'll take a challenge or two there, like I mentioned, maybe 2-3 games, then we'll hop over to some Star Realms. Otherwise, I'm more than happy to check out the random queue, see if there's any action in there as well. In fact, why don't we go ahead and do that? I might keep working on my Ranger build. I've been building them up as you guys have been seeing over the past couple weeks here. It's up to level 7 now. So let's do a little PvP, let's do a real time, let's do a matchmaking, and let's try to find a random queue game here. Might have to grab me a drink here before too much longer. I do apologize. There may be a little bit of sniffling, a little bit of coughing, sneezing. I will try to mute as much as I can. My son was nice enough to get over his cold. Not before passing it on to mom and dad, though. So we got that finally fully rolling here. But I'm functional enough to work, functional enough to stream. It'll be fine. It'll work out. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. We are looking for a game. The real-time queue I'm finding is very hit or miss. I'm either hitting games very quickly, or I just won't even find a game at all. So we'll give this a couple minutes here. Maybe we'll give it another minute. If not, we'll jump over to Star Realms, like I mentioned, if we're not getting the action in Hero Realms this evening. Well, I guess while I'm doing this, I could check. Let me check that HRPC action to see. So here's where it's confusing because there's like a glide app, but it only shows. There's a challenge or the challenge. Well, however you want to pronounce it, that's what I'm looking for. I don't remember which characters I signed up as. Alright, let's take a look here. So let's take a look here and see what we got going on. The tournament is open. Okay, so... But I don't think it tells you which character you're playing. Yeah, this just has a bunch of the people here, but doesn't... Maybe this is still registering? I don't know. Maybe this hasn't started yet. I don't know. We'll jump out of there, so we're not worried about it. But we do have a real-time game here against Kavothi. Oops. Pardon me. There we go. So Kavothi is rocking the Wizard with the regular Fireball, 4 damage to the player and 4 damage to the champions. And then they got the Scry. What's up, Daily? Thanks for stopping in. Are you Kavothi? Are we gonna rumble here? Alright, and I've got the regular twin shots and fast track. So I think this is like, what is this, level 2? Or level 3, I mean. So I've got a terrible hand here, unfortunately. I'm debating, we'll grab the Death Touch. I'm not gonna pass that up. Play a couple arrows there and pass it up. But thanks for stopping in, Daily. First time viewer here, or first time chatter at least. I appreciate you stopping in. Alright, cool. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, it says Daily 20. I'm very observant, especially in my sickened state, as you can see right there. Okay, it's gonna wait until after the update. That makes sense, because that may, definitely break some games in there. Daily, I wouldn't count that out. Ranger is definitely my weakest character. It's a character I'm learning, so we'll see what happens. It definitely could go either way. I'm a big fan of Wizard though, so there is that. We'll see what you're able to do with your Wizard there. And you got the cat right away. And able to pick up a Parav and a Taxation. So nothing wrong with that. I've got a quiver here. So I'm going to pull an arrow from the stack. I've got a bow. So then that's... do we want to stack this? Is that going to help at all? Probably not. Let's just go ahead and play some cards here. Alright, so we've got the Hornet Calling. What do we just have a Death Touch. We don't have anything else going here. So this is where we can make some decisions which way we want to go with our deck. Now he does have the guild card there, so that maybe makes us look there a little bit. Dark Energy is out here though, and Wolf Shaman's out here. Those are probably my key targets. I'm gonna get Dark Shaman, especially with me having a Death Touch. Ooh, and a Death Threat that I can't afford, but I could. I'm gonna take his cat out and grab that. Is that worth more than taking the Wolf Shaman here though? I don't think so. I'm going to grab the Wolf Shaman. And then I think I'll take... I could dig. Would bury both of my bows, though. I'm just going to take one of these profits away from him and give me a little trading, or a little trade power. And we'll pop that in there. And I apologize, guys, just 1 second. I forgot to grab myself some tissue. I'll be 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Barry's indicating would have gone for the shuffle to get that scrap number. That's a very good call. Agency 13 in the house. Thanks for stopping in, Tim. Let's go ahead and get that quiver. We did not draw an arrow, unfortunately. Let's take a look at what our opponent did. They did grab the Death Threats, and they've got the Fire Staff rolling. So they got the Fire Staff, the Prop. Okay, let's take a look at what we can do here. We don't have a ton going on. We'll grab the gift just because it's... I mean, I think it's that good. Nothing really hot going on there. Let's go ahead and do some digging. I don't track nearly enough. Okay, perfect. So let's discard that gold. Let's put these there on top. Yeah, the track is, obviously, it's a super strong ability, and I admittedly just don't use it as much as I should. Now, we could take this Street Thug, even though Street Thug is terrible, but it is at least a champion. We do have a profit, and we do have some scrap going on. I think I will actually grab it up. It also keeps it away from him, because he could want to go a little more into blue with that Death Touch and that Parab there. We've got the 1 gold here for the profit, and because... I do have a couple of guild cards, and I have scrap, and I have some card manipulation. I'm going to grab this other profit here. And a third profit shows up. Fair enough. Okay, let's take a look and see what happens here then. Yeah, exactly. Now I'm pigeonholed into having to grab that other profit, and we'll see if he leaves this one here as well. He grabs the Recruit. He's got 2 to spend. Possibly more. Yeah, okay, he's using his draw ability there. Tim representing. Thanks so much for that. Going off of the Dusto emblem. The alignment symbol, baby. Yeah, he's going for, so he does take the profit, but for me, that's not bad because he flips us an intimidation. So that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and let's death touch out a gold. Let's play the dark energy. Let's play the profit. Let's do some card manipulation here. Let's get rid of... How do we want to do this? So I'm going to draw off both of the arrows. So I'm going to draw the bow. I think I'm not really going to get around not cycling through this also. Let's discard the gold. Then we'll put the hunting bow on top. We will draw out the dark energy. We'll play the bow. We'll play the arrow. I just don't play the arrow here. I get all this into the shuffle. Okay, I think I'm just not going to do that. As much as I wanted to do that, now I kind of wish I would have just kept the gold, even though I couldn't really do much with it. Oh, I could have got the intimidation. That was kind of a little bit of a misplay now that I'm thinking about it. I should have kept the gold over the arrow because I knew I didn't want to cycle. Let's go ahead and end our... Can we not end our turn still? Is that how this game works? Oh, that's so terrible. Oh, that is so terrible. I hope that's not intentional. That's awful that you don't have an end turned option. I thought for some reason they fixed that because we talked about, you know, obviously getting like dodgeball and endurance event styles for Hero Realms. And then I thought for some reason they fixed that at some point. Obviously not. Yeah, that's straight up terrible. How do you not have that as like a base part of the game? It's in the other game as just a regular function. All right, well, we'll figure it out here. And Dally's doing some action, learning the hard way. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's you know, you can see that players, you know, happen anywhere. And definitely for sure, that was a player on my part. Yeah, exactly. If they are trying to make that the same, it's just kind of weird that they would do it that way. Okay, so let's take a look here. We do have a possible Horn of Calling here, so let's go ahead and do some card manipulation. We do get the bow. Okay, so we're going to ditch the horn. We're going to put the bow on top. Quiver up an arrow. Now we'll get a little card shenanigans here. We'll play the bow. We'll play the arrow. We'll draw the Elven Gift. Draw a discard. Discard. Okay, so that's the stuff that where everyone's like, "Oh, Ranger's so dumb," and you know, I'm not disputing that. So yeah. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and get some damage on that thug. Let's do some damage there and pass turn. I'm going to grab a drink. I just got to step aside 1 second. I'll literally be right back. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, I'm back. I'm all over the place tonight, but that's okay. Got me some water. Good to go. Trying to keep the fluids going, get this sickness out of my body. All right, so let's go ahead and play that profit. Let's go ahead and do the fast track again. We don't have any arrows down there, so let's go ahead and... Well, which one do we actually want to discard? So we've got one trade there, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't get us, anything. That doesn't get us the life drain. Does get us the guild mage. And I guess we're technically in guild. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually discard the bow. And then let's go ahead and... Am I thinking about this right? So we got 1, 2, 3, and I draw with this. It's going to be 4, 5. Or no, I'm going to draw with this. I'll get this, and then I'll get this. Okay. So let's put the quiver on top. Let's go ahead and use this, unfortunately, just on the cat, but I'm interested in getting that guild mage. I'm just going to have some fun with it. There we go. And my timer is going down because I'm super slow. Oh, hang on. I possibly could get that life drain. Oh, I could. Actually, let's grab the grunt. Let's grab the lore weaver. There we go. But I'm not paying too close of attention. Do you get time back at all if you make plays like how you do in Star Realms in real time? Or does it just count down no matter what? To me, it looked like it was just counting down even though I was playing cards. They're changing it to... Okay. So yeah, it just looked like to me it was just powering through. So that actually worked out good for me, where I was able to grab that Orc Grunt instead and then get Burl in there. So I'm setting my deck up where instead of just kind of like going for the kill... Okay, so now we got some issues though. Our opponent has got good champions. They have life drain. They got good stuff going on, and I let my ability go, just kind of being kind of greedy. So it might come back to bite me a little bit. We'll see. Let's go ahead and unfortunately, I don't have any trade until I play the gift, so I can't stack my deck ahead of time. So we'll just have to run off of it. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Nothing here we're super interested. Well, we do have the guild mage here again. Okay, so let's fast track. Perfect. Let's... We don't really want any of these. Let's pitch the gold, and then we'll leave these guys here. I don't think it really matters. Let's grab the guild mage. Do some damage there. All right. It's a pretty tight game. 32-26. I find for myself that a lot of these games of Realms get a lot closer than what I feel that they're going to be at first. And I find, I mean, obviously you're comparing, what, 8 years of playing one game versus a year or so of playing another game. But I feel like with Star Realms, I have a much better grasp of like the state of the game and where it's at. And Hero Realms, I find myself getting myself into trouble still once in a while, where I'm losing track of like the game state. And because of that, I can get myself behind. So that's something I'm definitely consciously working on to pay a little more attention. Like I said, I honestly was not paying attention to how good of champions they had and that they could get that life drain there. Hopefully it doesn't cost me the game, but we'll see. So they got big damage. They got some healing there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that out there. Let's get that out there. So we got some good stuff going on. Let's stack the deck a little bit. Okay, so we're going to pitch the Prophet. And then we're going to, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get this action winner because I don't have any card drawing here. Let's put just for some odd reason, if something, I don't think there's anything that could trigger to draw here. We'll grab this Orc Grunt for cheap though. We'll do some damage there, kill the cat. Do some damage to our opponent and pass turn here. Alright, so daily is at 22. Does still have Fireball available, so we always got to be wary of that. And he does have the card drawing. He's got card drawing there. Alright, so it does have some trade, but not a whole lot of action that turn. But he's going to shuffle all this into his deck and bottom deck all of this, or discard that. Or no, it's all going to go in there together. Never mind. Okay, so he does pop the Fireball, unfortunately, and it does wipe out both of my champions. So let's go ahead and let's stack the deck a little because we do have an arrow. Okay, so we got some good stuff going there. Do I have an arrow in there? Perfect. We don't really need the ruby, so we'll discard that. And we're going to put the quiver on top. So we're going to hunting bow, black arrow. We're going to play the quiver. We're going to go pull an arrow out of our discard. I've got a light crossbow here. Now we're going to play the black arrow. Play the orc. We've got a golden here. We don't, but we do have a ruby. No, we've got a golden hand. Is that worth it more than getting a 3? Yes, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and do some damage here. We're not going to grab any of this stuff. We've got a really tight game here. That was a pretty damaged light turn, unfortunately. So we'll see what we can do here. Need to get some more of my card drawing shenanigans going here. Okay, so Daily does start out with the 2 Ignite Fire Staff combo. He's got that rolling. Oh, there's a life drain for big damage with a Death Cultist as well. Alright, so that hurts. Let's play a mage, and I don't think we want to throw any of this in there to draw it. You know, Cult Priest is actually kind of tempting. I've only got one Necros. Okay, let's go ahead and do the shuffle. Bunch of garbage, unfortunately. But this is the only one that's completely useless. Oh, this is unfortunately terrible. Because I don't even really want to draw one with a gift and keep them apart, but I guess I'm going to have to. I mean, we'll draw it. It's still better than having it in there, try to cycle up. So yeah, if you've got anything decent in your hand there, you've got this game. I can't kill you. Let's go ahead and do the damage here. I guess we'll grab this rod. I guess I could have looked at the row first, but that's okay. Yeah, we're not going to grab anything else there. We got to kill the guard, do some damage there. And we left our opponent at 5. We're at 9. We have 1 guard that only does 3 protection. So we're basically at 12. Our opponent can kill us. Well, can definitely take out our guard if they get it. Yep, there we go. We just lost. Because now all they need is 5 damage. And I'm assuming with this hand here... yep, there's the damage. Nope. Oh, he still got list to use there. Wow, he's able to look at his entire deck. So that is game. Good game, Daily. Thanks so much for the challenge. Well played for sure. Matt the Cutter in the house. Thanks for stopping in, Matt. Good game, Daily. Very good game. Well played there. Like I said, that's for me. I'm working on that Ranger, and I know when I'm making some mistakes and when I'm not. We've got a challenge here from Agent playing his level 12 Rogue. Let's see what we can play here. We'll try to do a 12 on 12. Even though I honestly feel like I'm pretty rusty. I don't want to do a Rogue on Rogue. Let's do my Wizard. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this here. And see what we can do here. Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I know, but I seem to feel like I'm accepting a lot of games that aren't at that level, and sometimes I should play these level 12 characters. I mean, I did level them up for a reason. So why not? Pardon me here. The joys of the cold. So, alright, so he does hit us. What's he got going on? He's got the knife belt. He does hit us with the discard. And it is the one where they gain 5 life and gain a gold. And hitting first turn, obviously, we're pitching something that we can't do anything about. So I've got the Spellcaster gloves here. Unfortunately, I forgot I put back into that. I've got the Explosive Fireball. And I've got the Pure Channel. So let's take a look here and see what we can do. Well, we have a Dark Reward out there. So I guess especially for a Wizard, that's going to be an automatic purchase. A turn 1 Dark Reward for a Wizard is definitely... There's got to be something really good out there besides that. I'm not sure what that is for you not to take that. you get an action, which wizards work off of actions. You get trade, you get scrap. So it does just about a little bit of everything. We've got a blackjack. We got all sorts of knife stuff going on here. So the knife belt here is one that you can upgrade into your deck. It gives you one trade, and you draw one for each knife you have in play. So you must have drew a knife after that. There we go. And I'm assuming we're going to be discarding here again. We are. Okay, so what my understanding is a lot of people are doing with these rogue builds is they're just using that every single turn, no matter what. And it's a good ability because it's hindering your opponent. You're taking on 20% of their hand, and you're gaining 5 life every single time. It's just a huge trade-off. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a lot going on here, but we do have a bribe out here, which wouldn't be bad to pick up to get us some more trading power, especially if we're going to keep getting hit with this discard. I do have the ability to do the Silver Skull into the other action to draw as well, so we might do that. And then that'll get us into all that trade there together. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of the gold. Let's Silver Skull. Let's play the cat. Let's draw one, or get a trade. Let's put the bribe in there. Let's play an action. Let's draw our other Ignite. And then let's play the staff. And we got a bribe, which I kind of was hoping to bottom deck that a little bit. So let's channel. So I could get 2, which will not really do a whole lot for me. So what am I doing? Am I putting... I can't even remember what this does. Draw one and put the other one back. Okay. So I kind of want to take... I mean, I'm going to take the spell component now. And then I'm going to do that just to get a fire gem. And over here, I'm going to gain life because I have a feeling I'm going to need to get some life here to kind of compete with his life gain. And I will mute myself real quick. Hang on 1 second. There we go, we're back. I don't think anyone wanted to check out the nose boy in action, so we'll save that for the OnlyFans stream. Alright, let's take a look here. So we're going to discard a gold here. Alright, let's take a look at what our opponent is putting together here. So far they've bought Rasmus and a fire gem, and that's it. And that is partially because they're using up trade, even though it's only costing them 1 trade. They're using trade every turn, but they're at 66 life. But we do have our dark reward here. We're going to go ahead and crack that gold. Now we've got some options here. I am thinking, man, I really like Krythos, but I do have a scrapper. I'm going to take Torgon. I think you just can't 7 defense guard and make some discard and does 4 damage. I think it's just a little too good for us to pass up, and especially we certainly don't want to give that to the thief character. To let them start hitting you for more and more discards. There's not a lot of cards that do automatic discard, and you got the Sparks, the Elven Curses, Torgon. If you can keep those away from the Thief, that's a chance to keep yourself alive. Instead of letting them get you 2-3 discard a turn steadily. Which, when you start falling into that, that's those times where you kind of look at it as like, oh, this is just so... You don't want to play the game anymore. You want to just concede and move on to the next match. So you do try to tough it out, but not always. Okay, so our opponent did spend their trade this time because they could not pass up Kron and Word of Power. Holy cow, that's a lot of trade. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Oh, that's awesome. My ears are all popping now. From, yeah, me blowing my nose. Let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and let's pure channel. I don't have 2 actions. So So if we take the bribe, it doesn't get us enough for Kratos, unfortunately. But the Blazing Zap does literally nothing for us. At least getting the bribe will at least let us take... Oh, I should have taken this so I could kill his Rasmus. Yeah, I'm going to call that a big misplay there. Might have just gave him a rampage on top of it. So here's a question. He's got trade. Do I blow my explosive fireball? I can only get champions 5 or less, so I don't get any of his champions. But I think it also prevents him from champions from the row. But he's just going to go for rampage anyways. But at least I kill Rasmus and he can't get it. I'm going to let it go. I'm considering picking up Tide Priest now, simply for the sake that I do have Master Weigh-In. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the Axation, actually, though. I don't take an Elven Gift then. So that worked out okay. We'll pass turn. We'll see how much this haunts me. So we'll see. Okay, so there's some knife shenanigans. Does get to exactly 6 for the rampage, unfortunately. So I had to kill Rasmus. He wouldn't have got it. You know, I don't know. It's iffy. He's not able to use his discard ability again, though. So that's a bonus for us. Let's go ahead and get the Dark Reward. Let's go ahead now. Let's get our card draw with Blazing Staff. Let's take a look here. So we can get up to 7. So now I can look at Master Vampire if I want. I don't know if I need it. He does tap for 3, possibly taps for another, but I do get this combo with the Dark Reward. I think we are going to look at it. I don't think it's a, you can't say it's, oh, there's a spark. No. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we got to gain. Again, I'm so far behind here already. I'm kind of like losing track. Like, how am I behind this much? We'll keep the fire gem around for one more go. Just because there is an Arcus on the board, I have to respect that. Arcus gets a lot of grief for being the weakest 8, but I'll take it all day, twice a day on Sundays, without complaining. So, especially when I've got a couple Imperial cards here going on my deck now. All right, there we go. Let's see what the agent player has got in store for us here. All right, he's able to get the blackjack going, the word of power. Does grab the spark, of course. He's got 4 cards in the hand. My goodness. Played 3, bought a card, and still has 4 cards in his hand to go. Let's play the Kron, gets the knives going there. Okay. Takes out all of our champions, and we're looking at that discard again. So we'll discard a gold. Let's go ahead and Elven Gift, and we'll risk the draw. We'll pitch... yes, we'll pitch a gold. We'll get Kratos his bonus. So we'll get that 6 damage off of him. And then I think, because I have Kratos and I have Dark Reward, well, Kratos isn't going to eat red faction bonus. But I am looking at that Arcus, so I'm going to grab this Influence. And then I'm probably going to get rid of my fire gem then when it comes up. Let's go ahead and gain life again. Get damage with Master Wayan. Let's kill Kron, let's do some damage, and let's pass turn. So my hope here is that with my scrap and Agent's no scrap, that'll hopefully get me over the hump a little bit, but Word of Power and all of his other card drawing with the Knife Belt and Rampage, and Blackjack even just replaced it, but with the Knife Belt, Rampage, and Word of Power, he's able to offset enough of that lack of scrap to still be pretty effective. So let's take a look here. So I've got enough. I just have to. Let's take a look here. 5. Okay, so we got plenty. We'll pitch the spell components because it doesn't really make a difference. I have to discard another one. I didn't even pay attention because he had the spark. That's where it's so annoying if you let a... And I'm one short now. 5. Oh, I don't know why I thought I had enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's pure channel. Oh, we get to draw. I guess we might as well draw the staff, because then we get the free draw. That's very annoying. I'll grab the Cult Priest, because now we've got some red action going here. Let's go ahead and let's gain 3 life. Let's get to the Fire Gem. So yeah, that 2 discard was key, because it kept me away from getting into Arcus. There's nothing I can do about it. Can't counter in this game or anything. Like your countering is buying them before your opponent buys it. That's your best bet of countering, until they get to like road scrap and things like that. But right now, that's the only thing you can do, and hope they don't flip. That's part of my grief with the that whole pickpocket line of abilities is I think not only can you just automatically take out 20% of your opponent's hand, but you also gain, I feel, too much life. Like the wizard abilities, like they did up it a little bit, so I will say they fixed that. The wizard ability where you can go like pure life, where you gain like 5 life and draw a card. But for a while it was like you gain 1 life, where Rogue's over there gaining 5 and making you discard. It seemed very off. Let's take a look here. There's too much. I agree with that. Like the games, obviously we know, especially with clerics. Yes, the clerics, like I said, I just got steamrolled like 2 matches in Tavern Brawl this season facing a cleric, and like I literally felt like I didn't have any chance either game. If they just get a little bit of stuff going, there's so much healing. Okay, this is tough. So we've got to kill Rasmus, and there's nothing on the road we're even interested in looking at. So I guess we're just getting rid of Alchemist Stone and scrapping it. I didn't really want to scrap it, but I guess we are, because we're not going to pass up the scrap either. Well, 5 trade could give us something to do. 5 trade will let us draw on that, so maybe we pitch the Blazing Sap, we draw. We have 1 action. Okay, so we have 1 action in hand. Okay, so maybe we do this, but then we're missing a scrap. That's not too big of a deal here, I think. Okay, let's pitch the stone. Oh, and I have to discard another one. I wasn't paying attention to the 2 discard. That's so frustrating. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and scrap the Alchemist Stone. Now let's do the Pure Channel. I don't want to draw Krythos now, so now we'll draw the gold, I guess. We'll play Torrigan, we'll play Master Wayan. And because I do have 1, 2... I'm going to grab the Stupid Taxation because I'm going to need it for the action ability, the trade, and the healing. I have a feeling. So let's go ahead and do some damage past turn. But yeah, multiple discard, especially when you are scrappy, and it's kind of like Star Realms too. If your opponent is scrapping out fast, and you can get discard on them. It makes their discard choices a lot harder. There we go. So we've only got one discard. We're just going to double check that. Let's go ahead and get rid of spell components. Alright, so we've got Krythos, we've got Cult Priest, Krythos, we've got a Golden here hanging out, so we know that automatically is going to be our choice. We've got a Bribe. Not enough to do anything cool with, so let's go and Pure Channel. Elven Gift. I mean, we may as well just cycle through this deck a little bit. And then Elven Gift. We'll draw one, discard one. I think we'll discard the Ignite. And then we'll play the cat. Get the damage there. Get the healing here. Get the healing here. Hit him for a healthy amount and pass turn. I'll be right back 1 second. There we go. I'm not gonna let something like a silly little cold keep me from streaming my favorite games. It's happening. Alright, so there's Rampage and Rot. So that's pretty healthy. 10 damage, cycling, scrapping, slicing, dicing, julienne your fries. A little bit of everything there. Yeah, it seems like it's going around. VQ is out. Little one is got the cold action. That my little one had it, and he's got over it now, and it's nice to pass it on to mom and dad. A couple other people at work I know are hit pretty good with the colds. It's just that time of year. Even with all the pandemic action and, you know, COVID and all that, people forget, like, there's still regular cold and flu stuff going on. You know, and someone like me too, like, allergies hit me hard spring and fall. In addition to all the cold stuff going on, so, and it's been warming up here, so it's been just like hit me good. All right, so we've got a discard 2 going on here. 2, 5, 7, 8. So we're gonna discard Ignite and discard. Yep, Agent's got it as well too. It's just, it's all over the place. We'll discard the Ignite, and this allegedly should get us to. Do I want to draw a discard? Why didn't I do that first before I play Taxation? We're going to draw a discard because worst case scenario, we're just going to get... Yeah, so I would have rather had... I guess I wouldn't have been able to get it anyway, so it worked out well. Let's go ahead and take the trade. Let's get ourselves an Arcus. And I think now we'll get rid of that influence. Do we want to... Well, I kind of want to keep it for... pinging off that Cult Priest in a Darker Word. So we'll keep it for a little bit longer. Let's heal. Let's do a little 4 damage. Not big damage, but we're healing for 3. We're doing 4. He does have some scrap now, so we've got to be mindful of that. Does only have 1 scrap though, allegedly. So let's see what we got here. And then I think probably after this game of Hero Realms, we'll jump over to some Star Realms. We'll get some action in with Matt the Cutter. And Mr. Jeremy Folletta, Rip, has mentioned he may want to play a little action on stream too. So we've been battling it back and forth, testing out some different dodgeball formats. And just some games in general. And to be interested to play one live. See how that's working out. We've been going pretty much back and forth, I think fairly evenly. Got me like 3 in a row or 4 in a row or something, but I've had a couple where I've had some good comebacks there. So we've got discard 2 coming up here. Don't really have anything we're interested in buying off the row, so we're not worried about that. We're looking at keeping some damage. So we're going to discard the Bribe. Do I discard Master Wayne and take the draw? I do, because I can get the healing action here as well. We're going to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and scrap. Do I have any gold left? I don't. So we'll get rid of spell components. We'll play the Ignite. And then we'll play the Blazing Staff and get the draw. Okay, let's go ahead and use Pure Channel first. Cat and Ignite, so we don't really care about either one. We'll just pick up the cat, but we're going to Elven Gift. Oh yeah, we knew Ignite was coming up. Do we keep the cat just for the silly one heal? Oh man, we're almost dead. I guess we do. So does he potentially... Okay, he potentially has Rasmus there in hand. And we're going to be one short unless we use cat for damage or this. So let's go ahead and pop our Explosive Fireball now. And he's going to discard Rasmus. AJ, thanks for stopping in. We're just enjoying a little bit of Hero Realms action. Just about to switch over to a little Star Realms after this. And let's go ahead and pass turn. I'm getting beat down here by Agent's Thief here. Trying to get a little fancy with my wizard, and I think I'm trying to do too much. This is the problem. What is this? There's a random buff. This is very descriptive. This buff provides... Insert text here. I got nothing. You tell me. So obviously it's in beta. We understand that. They're working on it. I just find stuff like that funny. Holy knives, Batman. 2 knives and a knife belt. That's some good drawing power. Follow it up with a ruby. We've got 2 discards. So we will discard the bribe. And I think we're discarding the Cult Priest because we need the life gain currently to stay alive. So we're going to do that because we also want to make sure we have the 2 actions to activate our ability as well. That worked out okay. That's going to be lots of life gain for us. Let's go ahead and use the Pure Channel. We'll take Torga in the hand. We're good with that. Now we'll activate Master Wayne. Now we'll gain 3 more life. I'm not quite there where I want to pick up Tithe Priest. I think we're going to work with what we got here. Blizzard buff. I'll take that. Oh yeah, where I kept them from buying from the row. That makes sense. Word of Power comes up. Word of Power is such a significant card because, like, for 6, it's considered one of the weaker ones, but you can instantly, like, you're netting an extra card, but it's always got that ability to pop itself off for 5 damage as well when you need it. And he just did that right there. He's not able to kill all my champions, and I'm only discarding 1 right now, which is pretty significant. Once again, there's nothing we're looking at needing to buy. So I'm going to get rid of the bribe. I'm going to draw first with Arcus. I'm going to play the Elven Gift. I'm going to draw a discard. I'm going to get rid of Ignite. Let's go ahead and draw here. The Pure Channel. We're going to take the Dark Reward. We're going to play Krythos. And then we're going to, I think, get rid of... do I get rid of Bribe? It's a 3 trade card. I'll keep it over Ignite. Oh, I can scrap 2 though. Okay, we'll get rid of Bribe because we're keeping these taxations. And then that'll give me an excuse to keep Influence as well. So this is a pretty good turn here. I would be tempted to maybe look at grabbing that Nature's Bounty. I do have an Elven Gift and I do have a Torgan, and I'm getting scrapped down. I'm going to hit that discard most likely. And it's going to give me 4 trade. That might be more worth it and get rid of the Influence. I'm going to grab it. And I reveal a Grok, unfortunately. So hopefully he's not in a position where he can buy that. It doesn't look like he necessarily is. I'm going to get rid of Influence now. Do an even 20 damage. I'm going to gain some life. So I'm starting to build up a cushion here again. And then we'll go ahead and pass that turn and see what we can do here. So this is where it gets dicey when, like, you're end of the game and then you draw stuff like this. And you're like, ugh. Rampage is so good. Because he can just, like, there, he got rid of Rasmus and something else. Like, trade cards he has no need for right now. Doesn't need them. He can just get rid of them. And the fact that it does 6 damage. And basically, you know, cycles through. Plus he's got Kron to drop that. There is a Spark. This is not good. So even though we've got a sizable life lead, it's going to go away quick. Not only because we're taking damage, but we're also taking discards. So it's hitting us on both fronts to kind of pin us down a little bit. Nice thing is I have some pretty good champions. Oh, and it does get Rasmus even though I discarded it before. It does kill both of our champions. So we're actually going to get rid of Cult Priest and Cat Familiar to keep our... I wish I could just discard both at the same time. It's I get one as a different thing because it's a no-cost thing. I guess it does matter because now he doesn't get the gold. It's just kind of annoying. Let's draw and discard. So now we'll discard Day and Night. Play Nature's Bounty. Let's go ahead and Blazing Staff. Dark Reward. Let's get rid of the cat. Pick up Grok. Or do we want to... So, bear with me for 1 second here. Sorry about that. Okay, so, yeah, I don't think I want to mess with this because if I leave that deck alone, I'm going to get both Taxations and Master Wayne all together. So let's go ahead and just grab Grok. I can't kill his board, can I? Unless I do the Nature's Bounty. Do I care about... No, I don't care about Rasmus being out. Okay, so we're not worried about that. And I'll now keep Nature's Bounty for sure, especially with having Grok. And we will gain 3 life. So, we're good there. Because 3 damage wouldn't have taken out Rasmus, or 2 damage, so I'd rather gain the 3 life. Alright, so we'll see what he's able to do here. I'm hoping grabbing Grok there along with Torgan and all that might... Okay, so we're going to go and discard a... I am almost tempted to pitch the Elven Gift, keep all this healing. He's getting scrapped down, man. This is rough. I'm thinking we might want to draw, though, because just use our life while we got it. Okay, let's ditch a Taxation. Let's play a Taxation. Let's Pure Channel. Okay, let's get the... Blazing Staff. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the Blazing Staff. We're going to play the Gift, and we're not going to discard. And we're just going to draw off of that. Yeah, I think we're happy with that. Yeah, we're satisfied. There's a hit job out there now. We're not going to pass that up. That's just flat out good damage. We'll take that all day, and I think we might throw this Nature's Bounty at him now. We're not worried about that extra trade right now. So I think we will throw this Nature's Bounty. And we're really close to having lethal. We don't quite have it, so we're going to take the healing still. And then we'll go ahead and pass turn. So I think we've had a couple of good things to go on this game where we've got our Imperials to sync up with those Taxation purchases. They don't normally pay off, but when they do, they can keep you alive. And these stupid gloves. These gloves have done work. So I'm not discounting that. Okay, so I think he doesn't have a guard out there. Okay, so I think we have, yeah, he's dead. Okay, so we just got to discard one. We'll discard Ignite. We'll play that. There we go. There we go. We don't need to drag that out. All right. Heck of a battle, sir. Good game, Agent. Thank you so much for the challenge. That was looking a little dicey there for a little bit. I'm glad we're able to get that going, though. So, okay. So we've done enough hero realms here for the evening. Let's go ahead and jump out of that. Hey, I never turned my camera back on. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and put the Star Realms on. And yeah, just turn my camera off so I could blow the nose. Alright, Star Realms wants to pop up on my other screen for some reason. Let's pull it over here. And this should get us going. Okay, so for Star Realms, we're going to move our ugly mug over to this way here. Over to this side here, right here. Let's see how that works out. The Cutter is sending us our first challenge and our traditional best 2 out of 3. Frontiers, Frontier events, Frontier promos, bases, fleets, and tech. I'm loving tech, and yes, maybe it's just because it's new. That's besides the point. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So let's go ahead and hop in here with this first game with Matt the Cutter. Matt the Cutter, as you know, did not stream last night. He was hanging out with Mr. Mark Stang, who was in town for Dice Tower West. So it's very cool that you got to hang out with him. Okay, so we've got a heck of an opening row here. A heck of an opening row. I think you can make an argument for any of these 5 cards to be top tier first purchases. Guidance, as we know, is it's probably the best tech card overall. It's so good. You get to use it all game. Spike Pod and Singer are phenomenal early blobs. Cargo Craft can be argued to be almost as good as Cutter and Builderbot. I am going to grab Stinger and I flip a laser. I'm going to go a little damaging and take the Spike Pod because I took the Stinger as well. There we go. We're going to pass that. All right, I'll be right back one more time. Dustin Klingman coming in with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. And in honor of that, I left and went and blew my nose. That's how we do things. So, appreciate you coming in, Dustin. Thank you so much for the resub as well. It's so funny because before the stream started, I'd say probably even maybe around the middle of the dodgeball Thunderballs or whatever is when my nose started like, hey, I'm going to start getting runny now. So colds are fun. Hey, it would help if I also hit Endurn. I'm doing my best Matt the Cutter impersonation there for you by not hitting Endurn. There's no way he passes on Crusher. Called it. Called it. So there's certain cards that certain people have. Thunderballs was really good. It's very, very entertaining as usual. So Matt does grab Cargo Craft and Crusher. Both phenomenal, again, deck 1 cards. So I'm again going a little small, a little aggro, a little scrappy. Let's grab this Builderbot. There is a light cruiser. I mean, I'm not yellow. Neither one of us, well, he can be, but yeah, you still, cruiser's just so good. It does 4 damage and a discard alone. If you happen to get the factions with it, but 4 damage and a discard, to me, it's kind of like, it's behind the Battle Barge with a high unit on basis, 5 damage and a discard. It still is good. So for me, I really got to look here. Do I want to grab that trade draft, get a little bit of economy going, or grab this guidance and play a little defensively? He's got 3 trade. I'm going to grab the guidance just so he can't go guidance and laser. I do flip him a light cruiser, so he could take that. But we'll see what ends up being here. So he does take the light cruiser. We called that action. All right, that was a good play. So we've got the spike pod here first. We do have a trade wheel with a stinger and a spike pod. Let's go ahead, though, and let's get rid of Death World and Laser. And let's see what flips here. Oh, we got some more reds. So we've got a recycle bot, which we like. And we've got a patrol boat, or patrol bot. I do flip them a shield, unfortunately. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. Neither one of us are really trade heavy. Another laser shows up. Does Matt go shield laser? He does, and I don't fault that at all. Every turn, if you've got 2 trade laying around, you can hit them for 1 and you can heal for 1. That's a 2 swing every turn for 2 trade. That you're not filling up your hands with. Alright, so we've got some decisions to make here. Again, I'm kind of not hating grabbing that trade wheel. He's not in a position to buy any of these big cards currently. So I'm going to grab this trade wheel. The converter shows up. So now I got to debate, do I want to grab that trade raft, which is technically may as well just be an explorer for me. Isn't the worst thing. Because it does give you a trade and scraps itself for another trade. Or do I want to scrap out something like maybe like Spike Cluster? Spike Cluster fits his theme and helps a Crusher. Or do I want to... I'll grab the trade raft. I'm probably going to regret that. Integration port. Okay, we'll live with that. We'll live with that. Unfortunately, BuilderBot here misses. There goes the Spike Cluster. Yeah, Spike Cluster fits in his deck perfectly with that Crusher. So good. And gets the Plasma Bot going too. So, we've got a discard. So that actually is a good thing for us because we are not going to miss a scrap now. So we're not hating on that at all. Let's go ahead and get that going here. Debating. Do I scrap the freight raft and flip them something better? Or do I buy an explorer? I'm going to scrap the freight raft and flip them a Mega Mech, which probably can't afford. So we'll see. We did get him a discard. There we go. So yeah, he can't afford it. Gonna do some damage to us, so we're getting beat down here. So initially, I was looking at wanting to buy that Mega Mech. But we've got to kill that Spike Cluster. We're taking too much damage. Plus, if he draws the Crusher, that's 3 damage, or 3 trade. He's factioning there. Oh, we've got our first... I wasn't even thinking that we had events in here, because we haven't seen any. Okay, so we've got all sorts of action going on here. I'm going to actually put integration port on top, because if I get it with the recycle bot, that's basically going to let me scrap 2 cards in 1 turn. There we go. So it's basically going to turn my recycling bot into a Hartman, and we're going to scrap 2 cards within 1 turn. We did unfortunately flip a mobile market for him. The mobile market's one of those cards that it doesn't matter what color it is, it's just good for every deck. Taking lots of damage. We got a discard coming in. So let's pick up that mobile market, and there's a stealth. Yeah, I said I love doing this. I'll discard the Viper. I'll play this. I'll play this. I'll do that. And then I'll go and do this. I'll go ahead and get rid of that over there. And like I said, I just got a Hartman basically out of it. Stealth gives you a faction, which for him could be pretty good. With Crusher and Cargo Craft both getting big bonuses. Light Cruiser could get that 3rd yellow if he needs. I think we will go ahead and scrap these 2. And then now we're going to need to scrap that Sentinel, unfortunately. Because that would be way too good for him. We'll do some damage and pass turn. And hopefully he doesn't get both of these cards. If he gets both of them, well, even if he gets the one, oh, never mind. He'll just draw both of them, and not have to sweat it. So, all right, let's take a look here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. That does get us to the trader. So we like that, so we'll do that. It does a couple things for us. It gives us that excuse to get rid of that card right away. And gets us a yellow to go to light cruiser. Gets us some free economy because the card draws and replaces itself. So we'll see how that works out. Again, we're taking some steady beat down here. Not a lot we can do about it. Does take out the base. Yeah, but with Nanobot, or like if I get that trade next, is kind of what I'm thinking. That alone could kind of swing it, hopefully enough. Maybe not. Ritter would not have been a terrible idea for sure. Let's kill that. Can he get... He could get Swarmer Point, but not enough where I'm too worried about it. Debating if I want to get rid of the Builder Bot here. I think we want to keep it just a hair bit longer. So we've got potentially 6, 10, 16, 17, 18. So we've got potentially lethal looking at us. That's unfortunate. Let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Yeah, we did not draw our outpost here, so we're most likely dead. Unless he just draws everything here. Which he very well could. He does not quite draw everything, but he does only need 5 damage. And he's got it right there, and I've got Imperial Trader, so I have a chance. I have to draw basically Integration Port. I draw Integration Port. So, the problem is I'm just going to die right after that. Let's see here. Because even if I use this, yeah, it's just... Yeah, so we're dead the following turn. Let's go ahead and scrap these 2 out. We'll grab the Frontier Hawk. So what's he got? He's got 4 trade. He can grab Farm Ship, which is really good for him as well. Because it hits. Grab another Frontier Hawk. Wormhole. So Wormhole sucks. The Wormhole means we're going to die. That's what that means. I knew I was going to draw the light cruiser and have to get rid of the patrol bot. But obviously got to do it. I was hoping we get enough shenanigans there. Not quite enough. Have to make it a tighter game though. Yeah, but now all he's got to do is pull like one of these damage cards out. Yeah, he just needs light cruiser and we're dead. There we go. He can play out his turn there. Good game, Matt. Good tight first game. Yeah, just couldn't do anything there. I thought I was going to be able to get some action going there. We both went a little aggro, and obviously it was a tight game there. So, all right, so we'll do the same format here for the second game. Let's go ahead and get that rolling. And I almost forgot. That was in honor of our epic loss. All right, powerful backing. Opponent goes first, so we're going to get 5 life, which is good. But our opponent's going to get a trade. Which could be pretty good first turn, depending what he's got. So he has a Viper, so he's not able to get a 4. We've got 5. What did he take? He took Outland Station. I am looking at some really saucy cards. Colossus is out there, so that's always a factor. I don't think I can pass up a turn 1 conversion card though, especially when a 7 drops down after it. So I think an argument could easily be made that I should have gone orbital gun platform to go for the trade or tractor beam, because we know how good that card is. It flips a tactical maneuver. Is Matt going to take the damage or the trade? I'm assuming he's got the other Viper in hand. Takes an Explorer, so he takes the trade and an Explorer. Interesting. So I can get 4 here. So I will... Well, no, I can't get 4. I can get 6 life for a draw card. We'll draw because it's going to bottom all of our Vipers. That makes that a pretty easy choice. I'm going to go for that orbital gun platform. Play those Vipers and then pass turn. So he does get that orbital station out. Gets himself a recycle bot. And takes that patrol boat. So there is a... It does take the spike pod. Like, don't take the spike pod. Don't take it. So first things first. We're scrapping here no matter what. We're killing his base. We're not going to let that sit out there. And then we'll grab ourselves a Burrower. Because Burrower is the bomb diggity. Matt's able to grab that Stinger. Ooh. And we have ourselves a Blob Alpha on the board. Take a look at what he's got in his deck here. Okay. And what did Matt reveal? I wasn't even paying attention. A supply run. Okay. I think that's one where it's Explore to the top or a card from your discard. Okay. Take Shield. Good call. So luckily for us, so we don't have anything. Do we want that Explorer? We'll grab that Explorer. So we need some economy. We're getting it for free. We will get rid of the Viper. And we could have potentially 5 trade, not 6. I have a feeling we're going to lose that race. But whatever. We'll grab the Explorer. We're doing some good damage here, though. And that's a pretty epic draw there. That we drew the 1 lone Viper in our deck. Instead of getting us to the 4 Scout, 1 Explorer draw, which would have been much more preferable based on this board state. But the nice thing is, does he kill the orbital gun platform? Or does he kill the conversion yard? So my conversion yard stays out there. That makes him have to do that. We're all about that. So now I can get the scrap in. We're going to grab this light cruiser. And we'll grab another Explorer. So we're off to the races here. So can Conversion Yard stay out another turn is the question. It'd be pretty odd if it could. I'm not counting on it. But it could. It's got 6. There goes the Blob Alpha. Dun dun dun. But our Conversion Yard is out once again. He scraps the Explorer. So he's signifying that he's satisfied. Basically that he's not interested in going for Colossus anymore, or even Nexus or Star Fortress. He thinks Blob Alpha is good enough to take it down. We'll see if that holds true. So let's go ahead here. I'm going to take the Customs Frigate. And I am going to get rid of this Explorer. And do some damage. Pass turn. So the question is, will Conversion Yard stay out yet again? Based on him having a spike pod alone? No. But we'll see what else he does. Here's a... Alright, so it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him a spike cluster, or spike pod. Definitely a good choice, though. Obviously, he's going to make that decision all day. Twice on Sunday, so we got this fighter base, get some more defense, get some more yellows happening. We're going to get a draw off our burrower here because of that. So that's great. Let's get this blockade runner. And we are going to the races with Matt the Cutter here. We're going to race against his Blob Alpha. And his Stinger. I mean, Stinger alone does 6 damage for 1 cost card. That is huge.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
No, Stinger, we don't. We do not understand the power of the dark side. And there's the tractor beam shenanigans there with the tread wheel. Good job, Matt. Good job. He is learning the ways of the tech. So we're very proud of him for that. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's grab this silly little belly button. Oh, there's a spawning worm. Let's kill that trade wheel. We don't need him doing the bouncing stuff there and getting more damage. Especially when this is going to be another close game. Because he's going to hit us for 10 with the Blob Alpha. And he's gaining life with the patrol boat. So it's going to be close. Yeah, he's got, look at that. That's good stuff coming up. Okay, so let's go ahead and blockade run here. Get rid of a couple scouts. There you go. There's some good cards. We've got some potential shenanigans here. Let me take a look here. Just debating how and what I want to do here. Because I could grab the Customs Frigate, grab the Long Hauler, and then I could draw with the Blockade Runner after I play the Fighter Base. That only gives me 5, 6. I need 7 for one of these bad boys. I still have so many starters left for scrapping so much right away, too. It's kind of crazy. So I think... Man, this is a much tougher choice than I thought it would be. If there's a 6 out here, this would be a no-brainer. You know what? I can still scrap this after one time using it. I think I'm going to grab it. Yeah, nothing hot flips. I almost got silly and I'm almost thinking about the trade wrap too, but I'm not going to get that silly here. Okay. We'll see if this ends up biting me in the butt. I don't know. It was a questionable purchase. See what we end up doing here. So Matt's going to shuffle up. He's got 2, 8, 9. So he's got most of his starters though. So we'll see if RNG is going to be in our favor or not in our favor. That's going to be the question. We'll grab the Outland Station because that's a no-brainer. There's a Federation cruiser there, which we would have loved to have. We'll kill that guy. Oh, and we didn't even use this. We were supposed to use that to top deck the Outland Station. That's okay, we're going to get rid of it anyways. Alright, let's see if we can hold out. So if he does not draw Blob Alpha, we are in okay shape. If he gets the Alpha right away, we're in rough shape. Okay, so he drew pretty bad. But that means he's got all the sauce coming up. We drew pretty bad, but we have a Blockade Runner at least to filter through some of the junk. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Once again, we have Customs Frigate without anything really good out there for it. I'm almost thinking about grabbing the Freight Raft. In fact, I think I will. Just because I have an off chance another Freight Raft pops up. That's funny. Getting that with the Outland Station. Whatever, let's just buy them both. I don't even care anymore. Alright, so he's probably going to have Alpha and Friends this turn. Oh, especially with Avaristic, with Blockade Runner. So, yep, holy crap, that's a lot of damage. But he's going to be drawing kind of junk. He's going to be drawing kind of junk here. Oh, we're dead. Are we dead? We're not actually dead, so that's good. So we're gonna do this. That's kind of good. Super Flare. That could be really bad because that could draw him like right into an Alpha or something dumb like that. Let's get rid of that. Alright, we unfortunately did not draw the Outland Station there, which would have been so hot with double dockers. So we'll see what we can do here. He's drawing into all his damage. Just play the Alpha and crush my dreams. Does not play the Alpha. So he's either toying with us or he doesn't have it. He does not have it. But he does have almost lethal. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to Customs Frigate to pick up a Customs Frigate. We're going to scrap that to draw a Customs Frigate. Am I going to do anything else with that? No, we're just going to draw. I guess if I grab the trader I put up top and draw, it doesn't hurt. Because it's going to draw as well itself. It's gain 3. So he's got Alpha and Friends in here. That's not good. Let's see if we can gain enough life to stay alive, maybe? Let's hit him with another discard and draw, and then let's go ahead and... Oh, do we have lethal? Oh my goodness, we pulled that out of our butt! Completely out of our butt. Holy smokes, good game, Matt. Pulled that right over our hinder. We didn't realize we had that right at the end. Very good game. Very good game. Game 2 in the books. We're 1-1. That was a heck of a game. Yeah, enough fishing. Eventually, maybe I'll find it sometime. Yeah, this is a crazy little format. I kind of like it. 1 second. I'll go ahead and send that challenge. Again, we'll be nice enough to mute the stream and the video while we're blowing nose. If you want to stick around for that action, that will be on the OnlyFans, which I'll link later. Alright, so we're going first now. And we have a Cargo Craft, a Blob Miner, Okay, so Cargo Craft and Blob Miner are both very strong turn ones. I'm going to grab Blob Miner just because that extra trade. Ooh, powerful backing shows up. The Blob Miner? Oh, Blockade Runner. This is going to be easy Cargo Craft. I'm not going to pass up Blockade Runner now, though. And I'm going to grab Frontier Runner instead of just letting my trade go to waste. Wow, this one's probably going to go to waste now, unfortunately. So our opponent's going to be plus 10 life. Yeah, I wish we'd have flipped another one there, but that's okay. And our opponent's going to get a farm ship, it looks like, or a warp. A farm ship or a border fort would have been a good option as well, too. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we've got Frontier Hawk, which is a phenomenal card to start out with. And a Cargo Craft. And that's all we're doing there. Going to pass that over. So Matt's going to have 4 trade again. He's got Warp, Border Fort, Long Hauler. He's going to grab Long Hauler with those 7s out there. Don't fault that at all. We're going to grab the customs. Or do we grab Warp? Grab the customs frigate. The idea of getting Warp there in that situation is pretty enticing because then it's gonna be there for me the whole game. Whenever I got 2 trade, I can cycle through. But I'm thinking maybe I don't want to leave trade around for that at the moment. So Matt's able to get himself a defense center, or border fort, and a builder bow, which is very nice. Let's go ahead and pitch 2, draw 2. Let's go ahead and pitch another one. Oh, pitch 1, draw 1. So 4. I have a 50-50 shot of getting the blob miner here, and he's got trade coming up here. He's gonna get something here. I'm a gambling man. I'm gonna do it. Son of a... I don't get it. So, all right, we'll take the defense system. That really stinks. Would have been nice to at least get the option on one of these two, but not meant to be. Not meant to be. Does he get both of them? No. Does he have long hauler? And he does not. Because he would have definitely had that then. So, okay. We're not too bad then. He's got long hauler coming up, though. And buys himself an explorer. So he is a really good shot of getting 6s or 7s here. Let's go ahead and customs frigate up. Farm ship. This is cool. Let's Frontier Hawk. There we go. Draw a discard. Discard that other Viper. Okay, so now I can buy one of these bad boys and scrap the other. I think because I've got the yellows, I'm going that Demolisher. Though an argument can be made that you take Spawning Worm just because it does 8 and it kills a base. And I do have a green, and there's Infested Moon out there. I'm going to kill Spawning Worm. And again, I'm going to take Demolisher because of the 6 damage draw, but I also got the yellows. There's a lot of synergy working there. Alright, so we'll see what we can do here. That's got that border fort working. He's got the builder bot. There you go. He's got some big trade, so he most likely would have had the 7. Yep, because there's 6 plus there. So he just take the Infested Moon away. What's he holding in his hand? He's probably going to scrap is what he's looking at doing. Spend a trade, buy the Plague Pod, and then scrap. So I'm surprised he scrapped first, because what if he flipped another Plague Pod? Or like a Frontier Hawk or something like that? I think you probably would have want to buy that over scrapping. We've talked to Matt about that before, though. I think sometimes he does his purchases at the end of turn. And sometimes that can bite you. Oh my goodness, did I really just flip that? So we'll see what Matt has. If he's got Farm Ship, or basically an Explorer, that sucks. That sucks he gets that 2 games in a row. It is what it is. I mean, I've got 6 here, though, with the discard. Never mind, so I wouldn't have had it anyway. So it sucks, but it is what it is there. Blob Alpha is so huge. I mean, just a flat 10 damage. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's grab that Warp. Let's get that off the row. And let's grab this Builder Bot. And unfortunately, his base sits out there again. Can't touch it yet. Now I can kill it. But yeah, just having to deal against Blob Alpha in multiple games it's pretty tough. Because that one card can do, 20% of your life total. If you're at 50. It's pretty intimidating. Alright, we got the Farm Ship going there. He's got 6 again. I'm assuming Con Hauler. There he goes. Not going to take Gateship over Con Hauler. It's just not going to happen. Does take the Frontier Hawk as well, so that was a good turn for him. Let's go ahead and draw. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. I don't really... I'm thinking about grabbing Temple Guardian because I do have a red base. He's got a red base too. I want to keep it away from him. Let's get rid of the Viper. Just for the heck of it. Temple Guardian. And we'll get ourselves a Plasma Bot to go with it. Okay, so let's rumble. Let's race. Let's see what happens here. We both have good things going on our decks. Ooh, gets the Infested Moon with the Alpha and the... Wow. Hadouken! Did he just draw every good card to his deck? Nope, he still got more good cards. Okay. Look at that. Not a single starter in that mess of 5 cards that he just played. 6. He drew Infested Moon also. That's crazy. Like, what are the odds of that? Little Jordan there. Little 23 to the face. Oh, 29 is going to mess it up. Yeah. Good turn. That was pretty impressive drawing there. I think normally I would like to draw a card, but we're going to gain 6 life here because we just got smacked in the mouth really hard. Let's go ahead and kill the Hive Queen because we can't get it, so we want to make sure you can't, and an Obliterator shows up. That's unfortunate. Let's warp. I will discard a Scout. Pick up one of these guys. And we're getting rid of all this stuff here because we are 100% in the races right now. And looks like he's probably going to get himself an Obliterator or just go straight for the Nanobot Swarm. You know, because why not? Why not? I guess when it rains, it pours. So, man, he had that space out very nicely. He's got like 2, 6, 9. He has 9 starters still in this deck, and he didn't draw more than 2 or 3 starters there at any point together. That's pretty impressive. Farm ship. Alright, let's go ahead and put this guy out there. Got the Plasma Bot. Supply run pops up. We put a card to the top, is that what it said? Okay, so we can get a Demolisher to the top. You like that? Let's grab Demolisher. Let's grab the Plasma Bot. Swarm Point. We will grab this Blockade Runner. We'll grab this Laser. I will do that, get some damage. 1 damage or get rid of that card. We'll do the 1 damage. Pew pew. There we go. Not a bad draw. Let's see what we can do with it. Catch me outside. How will that now? Puts that Nanobot Swarm on top. Is able to draw it immediately. Pretty good. I hear that's pretty good in some circles. Alright, so we're in big doo-doo trouble here. Discard 2, draw 2. Alright. Not too shabby. We discard the Temple Guardian, I believe. No, we discard the Plasma Bot. Temple Guardian does 4 damage. There we go. Draw and then discard. So we're not really too interested in that at the moment. No, we could actually do this. See, so he's got 10, 14. 16. Okay, he's got lethal. So yeah, we're screwed. Draw, discard. Couple scouts. Looking good, boys. Looking good. Alright, so we did hit him with a discard 2. We have a chance. Does he have... So he's got some Mega Mech Shenanigans to draw, and he'll draw into Blob Alpha and kill us. He does not. So we have a chance. There is a chance that we live. Farm ship up here. What are these cards I'm going to draw into? They are junk. Let's take a look here. So he's at 17 basically. We're going to draw 2. He's going to discard 2. So that's 6, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. Did we just pull this out? I think we pulled this out. If my math is right. So you're saying there's a chance. I think somehow we pulled this. Let me take a look here. My math is probably still off. I can still warp and to draw a scout. Okay, so let's try to figure this out. No, we're 1 short. What was I thinking? Yeah, I can't math. I'm gonna go blow my nose now in sadness. Yeah. Get your Blob Alpha Overkill in there with your Nanobot Swarm Shenanigans. Good set, though. Good set. I cannot believe I left you at 1 there. I think the only thing I could have done differently was getting something into the deck when I cycled with the card or with the base draw. Maybe. But that's a bummer. Leaving someone at 1. That's the first rule. Yeah, it's aggro. I mean, but it's also it's aggro, but it's got events, so there's an RNG factor there. And Frontier Promos is broken. Me and Rip have actually been talking about that. No, not me and Rip. Me and Tuna have been talking about in Dodgeball. There's just some of the cards in that Frontier promo. I used to love it. I used to throw with it a lot, and I used to play it in some of my sets. I've actually shied away from it because some of the cards in there are just, they're too swingy, I feel. But yeah, definitely interesting format. The bases said they were coming out, and it was just real weird how they were. So, anyways, yeah, great match though. I mean, ending that last game 1 point away. The 1 point by an inch or a mile. Don't matter how much you win by. Winning's winning. Ask any Star Realms player. Any Star Realms player here, they'll tell you. Alright, that's my Vin Diesel impersonation. You're welcome. Rip, you up for a game there? Are you going to ship one over? Are you going to let me school you in front of the public here? He's been having his way with me pretty good. I've been sneaking a few here and there out on him. Otherwise, I do have this challenge from a past. This is actually our Dodgeball game. Let me take a look here at my Dodgeball thing. So basically, this is my first game of this round, besides the race. And we've been letting Tuna just kill everyone. So he wants me to catch, eliminate Ryan. So, yeah, fire one over. Let's make it happen. It's so funny because last round of Dodgeball, we started out I remember we did our races, and the day we started, I was really busy at work, so I looked away from the phone for like 4 or 5 hours, and when I came back, we were down 7-2. It was me and PC Load Letter. It's just like, what? Like, what happened here? And then I went on a tear. I hit 4 people and caught someone, and I got hit in the end there. So I revived someone with the catch, and I took 4 of them out. And then that got Ashton back, and then she stayed alive long enough to get Tuna back. And then she finally went down, and then Tuna finished up like the last 3 of them in a row or something like that. It was awesome. All right. So Rip has got one sent over here. So we've got all top row except for events and fleets. And then all bottom row except for cosmic gambits and missions. Because missions are poopers. So let's go ahead and accept this here. And because we've been playing a lot for like dodgeball formats and stuff, so who knows. Alright, so we've got Bold Raid and Frontier Fleet, and he's got Political Maneuver and Surprise Assault, so I like his much better than mine, that's for sure. So I will grab that Lancer, and then we will pass turn. There's Krabby Patty. I'm playing Krabby Patty in the Star Realms Olympics. Wisconsin is playing against California. So if Dustin Klingman is still in the house here, we're battling against his team. His team is stacked. It's Dustin, it's The Mystic, JP Runs Funny, and Krabby Patty. So, pretty good team. Alright, so Rip has gone with Star Market and Missilebot. Does get rid of his 2 trade. Okay, so we've got Lancer, so let's grab that Imperial Fighter. And as much as I want to grab that Imperial Frigate, I know I need some trade as well. And he has like almost no damage. So I want to grab this Central Station. Central Station is just a solid card. It's a 5 defense base. It's probably going to stay out there for a while. It's going to be annoying for them to deal with. Jeremy does grab himself a Barter World. So now I am going to... Now I'm going to grab the Imperial Frigate. I can't leave it out there longer. But there's 8 out there. Starbase, I like Swarmer. We are not playing events. I am actually going to grab this Explorer. I want to put myself into a good economy here before we start getting too serious. Alright, so he does use the Gambit to take out our Central Station. So we like that. We like him having to make that decision early. So that way it gives us a little more leeway of what we're going to do. Let's take a look here. So he does take that out, and he does buy that Swarmer. Let's see what he's going to do with the rest of his turn. So he's got 3, he grabs the Cargo Pod. And then I'm assuming he'll probably gain life with the Barter World, but he might take the trade and Explorer. Does take the trade, does take the Explorer. Okay, we got a Mothership out there, we got an Incinerator out there. Those are both fair. Oh, he does have a Star Market coming up too, unfortunately. I have some options here. I am really eyeing up that Recycling Station, considering I have no scrap. But I do have bases, and I've got Imperial ships. So I am looking at the worst that happens here. I got a 2 out of 3 shot of getting a Scout. The worst that happens is I get the Viper, then I buy the Merc Cruiser. I'm going to give this a shot. There we go. We'll buy that Recycling Station. Ooh, Defense Bot comes out. So this format's a little bit weird. It's not quite as aggro as the one that Matt and I were just playing. But this is one where it can build up really big. You got the bases. He has scrap. I do not have scrap, but I have a Recycling Station. Which, as we've talked about, can kind of help offset that sometimes where you don't have the scrap. So he does get himself a Defense Bot there, which hurts us. And helps him immensely. So we've got 4. I was possibly considering getting rid of the Imperial Frigate for the Union Stronghold. I love that Union Stronghold, but I think we're going to be happy getting the Starbase Omega here. And because he does have a base coming up, we're going to go ahead and do the damage on the Star Market. Starbase Omega goes really good with this deck, especially because I've got multiple bases with Recycling Station, but I also have Imperial ships that all can faction off of that Starbase Omega. Okay, so he does kill the Explorer to kill our base. So we're okay with that. We've got 6 here. I could play it safe and just take the Union Stronghold. Because if I pitch 2, I could draw like 2 of these and then not have enough, and I'd be kind of upset. I think I am going to play it just safe. Just take the Union Stronghold while I can. That paid out. I'm going to grab that Star Barge, and then I'm going to get rid of the Explorer because of it. Okay, so we're good with that. Ugh. Does he not have damage? Does not have damage. Okay, so now I think we're going to discard just the 1. Play all that and then get that Merc Cruiser. I think that's a good play. We got some good damage there. We didn't bottom deck any. Oh, gross. Well, that's actually good. That means we've got all that coming up. Except I'm assuming, yeah, he's got more than enough damage to kill our Recycling Station here, unfortunately. Is there heroes? I thought for sure we're playing heroes. Yeah, there are heroes. We haven't seen one yet. There's a lot of cards in this format, though, so the variance is going to be up there. So I did him with 2, was it 2 discards? Yeah, I hit him with 2 discards, so that's really good. And there's the damage. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to kill his base. Which that really hurts. But it is what it is. Gross. Okay, so he's got all the trade in the world now. So I'm assuming we're looking at a mothership, or possibly a blob world, or an incinerator. I mean, it could be, argument can be made for any of them. He's got greens. I'm assuming he's going to take mothership. Or, I guess, for the same reasons you could take blob world too. Depends how much trade he wants to spend here. Or you could just gain a bunch of life and put him out of reach, maybe. Does big damage with that defense spot. Okay, so we're taking a look here. So he does do that. He does just take all the life there. Let's draw off the Starbase. That's good. That's good. Let's get our Ram Pilot here. But we don't... Oh, let's grab the Cunning Captain here. So that's awesome. We are going to hit him for a discard 3. Let's get Green Faction here. And then a Chancellor Hartman shows up as well. Do I just... I pass his bases and just go for his face? It's a great question because how much can he do to me? He could do 5, 10, 13. I mean, with the perfect draw, he could do stuff. And then I've got all this coming up. He could gain like here, which would be annoying if he draws the 1 base there. So I am thinking we're going to scrap Hartman. Bob Fighter shows up, of course. I think maybe I kill Barter World. I don't want to leave him the chance of getting all 3 bases, plus he can throw this at me for 5 or kill a base. Let's kill Barter World. And let's go to the face here. And let's... Oh, okay, that's good. That's real good. Let's see what happens here. So this will be interesting to see what he pops down there. Oh, he did have the base. Pitches it. So he doesn't gain the 5 life. So he's digging for a hero. Right, digging for a hero, and he's not able to find one. So does he take out a base? Take out both my bases? He does take out both my bases. Alright, so most likely I don't think I can get him this turn. Here, we do get him with a discard 3 again, though, which is great. Let's get a Ravager going here. Oh, that's game. There we go. Heck of a game. That was a crazy game there. Good game for sure. But I think that discard just hitting 3 discard in a couple turns in a row is pretty huge. But yeah, that format, like, we didn't see heroes till almost the end there. So excellent game there for sure. Let's go. Oh, I forgot. I will toot my own horn on my win. We will let you guys see my first turn here with Ryan. First turn, and that's all you get. Oh, gross. Well, that's something. And we have 4. Or we have 3. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to grab the Blob Overlord. I didn't even see what the format was. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Okay, so we're probably losing this game. More than likely. I mean, this will be some pretty odd circumstances if we come back from that beginning. So he's got the trade, he's got the scrap from the row, he's got some good stuff there. I didn't even put economy in that turn. So now, even when I spend 4, I'm gonna waste a trade probably. Yeah, that format you sent over, it definitely does that, so. And let's go ahead and get a turn in each with my games with Krabby Patty here. Alright, so Krabby has a supply bot. Doing supply bot things. I've got a cutter. So a pretty standard. Love that opening. But this, I'm almost tempted to grab Central Station and maybe even take Frontier Runner. I will. We're going to trade up. Not the worst thing. And let's go look at that other game with Krabby Patty. He gets a phenomenal start there. Holy smokes. Trade bot, Blob Fighter, Temple Guardian, Explorer. I've got an Explorer and that's it. That's apparently what we're offering this game. Oh, this is brutal. You know what? Just because I am battling a little bit of the cold thing, I think I'm probably going to call it tonight. Frank, I did see you sent over a match too, so I do appreciate that. Normally I would go over my time, but I think just for the sake of me being functional for work tomorrow, I'm probably going to call it on that. So, and I was hoping a 1 would flip there. Not so much. But yeah, Rip, if you want to send one, I'll probably end up playing it off stream. Probably just play it before I go to bed. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Frank, I'll take yours off stream if you don't mind as well. Like I said, normally I would go over. I just, with the cold action going on, I think I just want to, get some good sleep tonight. Matt, thank you so much for stopping in for the excellent challenge again. Matt takes it down this week. It gets me 2-1 and a pretty brutal set of matches there. We're happy to have Jeremy in the house. We had Jay Collins. We got Frank. Dustin Klingman came in, and Dustin also with that resub. Barry was here. We had Agent and Daily, among others, for Hero Realms as well. So I appreciate that, guys. Let's go ahead and find ourselves someone to raid. Let's go raid Cool Jets. Let's go say hi to him. We haven't said hi to that guy in a while. All right, guys. I appreciate you stopping in. Thanks so much. Have a great night.